Good day everyone, I am your student teacher Niza J. Pancho, and for today's video we're going to tackle about the distance between parallel lines. Distance between parallel lines is the minimum distance between any 2 points lying on the lines. It equals the perpendicular distance from any point on one line to another line. The relation of slopes of parallel lines is m sub 1 is equal to m sub 2 if the two parallel lines are ax plus by plus c sub 1 is equal to 0 and ax plus by plus c sub 2 is equal to 0. The formula for the distance between parallel lines is distance is equal to c sub 1 over the square root of a squared plus b squared minus c sub 2 over the square root of a squared plus b squared, or in shortcut form, it is the distance between the absolute value of c sub 1 minus c sub 2 over the square root of a squared plus b squared, since the two lines has the same a and b. Reminder that the parallel lines has an equal slope. First example, find the distance between the lines 3x minus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0 and 3x minus 4y plus 6 is equal to 0. The formula we're going to use is the distance is equal to the absolute value of c sub 1 minus c sub 2 over the square root of a squared plus b squared. We're going to substitute it. So distance is equal to the absolute value of 12 minus 6 over 3 squared plus negative 4 squared. 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. 3 squared is equal to 9 and negative 4 squared is equal to 16. The square root of 9 plus 16 is equal to 5. So the distance is equal to the absolute value of 6 over 5. The final answer is the distance is equal to 1.2 units. Example, find the distance between the lines 3x minus 4y is equal to 12 and 3x minus 4y is equal to 27. Since the given is in general form, we're going to make it in standard form. So, the given will be 3x minus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0 and 3x minus 4y minus 27 is equal to 0. We're going to use the same formula. Distance is equal to the absolute value of c sub 1 minus c sub 2 over the square root of a squared plus b squared. We're just going to substitute it. So, negative 12 plus 27 over the square root of 3 squared plus negative 4 squared. So, negative 12 plus 27 is equal to 15 and 3 squared is equal to 9 plus 4 squared is equal to 16. So, the square root of 9 plus 16 is equal to 5. So, the distance is equal to the absolute value of 15 over 5, and the final answer is distance is equal to 3 units. So, next example, find the distance between the lines 5x plus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0 and 5x plus 3y minus 6 is equal to 0. We're going to use the same formula. So, substitute it. Distance is equal to the absolute value of 6 plus 6 over the square root of 5 squared because 5 is the a plus 3 squared because 3 is the a. 6 plus 6 is equal to 12 and 5 squared is equal to 25 plus 3 squared is equal to 9. So the square root of 25 plus 9 is equal to 5.83. So the distance is equal to the absolute value of 12 over 5.83, and the final answer is distance is equal to 2.05 units. So next example, find the distance between the lines x minus y plus 4 is equal to 0 and x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. We're going to use the same formula. Distance is equal to the absolute value of c sub 1 minus c sub 2 over the square root of a squared plus b squared. So we're going to substitute it since the C sub 1 is equal to 4. 4 plus 2 over the square root of 1 squared plus 1 squared. So 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, and 1 squared plus 1 squared is equal to 2. So the distance is equal to is equal to the absolute value of 6 over 2. And the final answer is distance is equal to 3 units. So the last example, find the distance between the lines 3x minus y is equal to 8 and 3x minus y is equal to 2. Since the given is in general form, we're going to change it into standard form. So the given will be 3x minus y minus 8 is equal to 0, and 3x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. Same formula, we're going to substitute it. So C sub 1 is equal to negative 8, and C sub 2 is equal to 2. And A is 3 squared plus B 1 squared. So negative 8 plus 2 is equal to negative 6, and the square root of 3 squared plus 1 squared is 10. So the square root of 10 is 3.16. So the distance is equal to the absolute value of negative 6 over 3.16, and the final answer is 1.89 units since it is in absolute value. And that's all for today. I hope you learned something. Thank you for listening.